So what I've got here is some figures that I've made. You can see the ones from last time I showed you. I've got my cardboard one with the colour on it, and I actually prefer the cardboard. The paper ones work quite well as well, but what I would do would be to colour that before I stuck it on. So that's nice and easy to cut out, and it works pretty well too. Okay, a couple of other things that I've done is to show you that you can actually use the card and you can colour it. We'll probably do another sub-project looking at shapes like this, plants and things like that, and making more abstract sculptures. But you could, you know, if I'm starting to plan my story, maybe I'll turn these into dragons or something, and then I will start writing my story based on that. In the background, you can see that I've also started to create some props. So this will be a tree. I will paint that, and it's going to be a apple tree or a cherry or something like that. Now what I'm finding is that I'm starting to run into size problems because I need a bigger box. So that's a restriction. But if I put it into the background, it creates the illusion that it's much further away than it is. The other thing as well is I want some figures facing that way, or maybe even front ways, so I can change my figures around according to what I want them to say. So that's also another little plan that I'm doing. In the much further away in the background, you can see I've also started to make a city. So this is one of the things that the Year 8s are doing at the moment. We're looking at architecture, and you'll look at that a little bit more as well next year. But it actually lets me talk about something that I believe very strongly, is that there's no real such thing as a Year 8 project or a Year 7 or a sixth form project. They're just projects that are done like a sixth former or like a Year 7. So there's nothing to stop you guys doing exactly the same project in Year 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12, but just doing it to the very best of your ability. So if you're brilliant in Year 7, you could do something that's equally as good as a Year 12. Okay, it just takes practice. So have a go with this. The whole project is about being inventive. I've shown you ways of making your basic figures. The intention is that we will write a story about whatever you've produced. You'll write a short storyline, and then perhaps we can then act it out, record it in some way, and we'll see if we can make our pictures. So the work for today is to finish off doing your figures, develop some props. So in this case I've got a tree, but you could have all kinds of different things, you know, cars, it might be sheds, anything, you come up with it. And then on the next few lessons we'll look at the backdrop for your stage set. Okay, and that was it.